today we are here with the award-winning MC Barber.
Hey everyone, this is MC Barber. In this video I am doing fade starting from 6 zeros to undercut and comb over. So here my model has a long top. We're gonna section his hair first into a horseshoe shape. This was actually one of my first videos that I shot like maybe a year and a half ago, and I just haven't done anything with it, so I decided to post it. So first thing we did here is sectioning his hair, and as usually in my system, MC Barber system that I developed over the years, use heavy duty clippers. 1.5 is my base for all my fades. I use 1.5 to remove the bulk and create a foundation for my whole haircut and for my fade. I make sure when I'm removing the bulk of the hair, I also create the desired shape, which is preferably square shape for men's haircuts. I keep that in mind. With this technique, I do not follow the shape of the head. I do some freehanding as my clippers going towards the top. It is important that you work with your clippers, that once you are getting towards the top of the crown, that you do not follow the shape of the head and you kind of fan the hair towards the top, so you kind of blend it. As you can see, I'm not leaving very heavy line when I'm taking my clippers away from his head. Rather, I kind of try to blend as much as I can. What that does, that actually limits my or minimizes, excuse me, that actually minimizes my work when it comes to transition from the sides and the back to the top. My work there is very minimum with whether I use a razor or I use scissors to connect the top with the back. Really, as you can see, the lines are not heavy whatsoever. That is a key for a good blend and for a fast blend. Literally, you can connect the sides and the back with the top in minutes with a high quality. Now I'm using 6 zeros to start this fade. Fades in the barbershop today are probably, I would say, easy 70% of our cuts. Almost everybody wants one or another fade, whether it's a medium, low, or high fade. One thing that I like today versus a few years ago, today we have more long tops, leaving the hair longer on the top, whether it's for pushback, men's bun, comb over, or faux hawks. We do have more long hair on the top than we did a few years ago, which is actually good, but this definitely separates barber stylists from just average barbers. You have to learn how to use scissors and straight edge razor to separate yourself from the rest of the barbers. See, in my area, I separated myself from the rest of the barbers by simply doing things that majority of the barbers don't do, which is scissor work, razor work, and styling and blow drying. My clients really have no options besides me in my area, which there is on the street where I was until 2 years ago. There was 50 barbershops, but there is literally, and I mean literally, almost 50 barbershops. It sounds like I'm exaggerating, but the barbershop on every corner. On one block there was 5 barbershops, but I had no competition simply because I was doing what everybody else is not doing. I was doing fades like them, but I was also doing scissor work, razor work, and styling, which is the key to success. If you really want to set your own prices, if you want to separate yourself from everybody else, you have to learn how to use scissors, straight edge razor, blow drying and styling. And I tell you from my personal experience, from the competitions that I did all over United States, and I know almost every barbershop in my area, that people do not know how to use scissors. I don't even want to talk about straight edge razor. That's almost non-existent amongst the new barbers. And blow drying and styling, I mean, I even watch educators, people that teach on the stage. Some of them have absolutely no clue how to blow dry and style men's hair. Some of them even use a blow dryer without air concentrator, which just blows hair everywhere. So it is important that you learn all these things if you want to be a successful barber. There is no reason we should not elevate ourselves to the next level. We should be respected because we do deserve respect. We are not just a barber. We are professionals. People drive for an hour to get a haircut from me. And I demand respect from my clients. Just the way we respect our doctors when we go see them, they have to respect us when they come to see us. You know, people, the haircuts are so important for people that I have clients who say, I feel so good for the next 3 days once I get a haircut. It just makes me feel good. I feel good. So if you feel good for 3 days after you get a haircut from me, why do you think you should just pay 15 bucks for my service? Why not more? You know, if the way you look makes you feel better, why don't you think I deserve more than 15 bucks? You know, so we have to elevate ourselves to the next level where we can get paid what we deserve and offer services that other people cannot. So my goal is to now, after all the years and my experience as a master barber, originally hairstylist, my goal is actually to train others to do exactly what I do, which will bring them success and respect in the salons and the barbershops. So I do teach classes on men's hairstyling, from scissor work, razor work, clipper work, and most difficult category in my mind, and in my opinion, blow drying and styling. So here I'm doing my fade. Started from 6 zeros and faded it to 1.5. Now I'm connecting my fade towards the top. I'm using my straight edge razor with no guard, and I'm doing a technique that is called sculpting, and I'm working on breaking that line down and removing the weight. This technique is beautiful. You can remove the weight, you can remove the length, or you can just thin the hair. Depends on the angle of your razor and the amount of pressure you apply to the hair. So this is, usually I do this first, then I'll go back with the scissors and I'll do scissor over comb, kind of to, you know, remove any hair that kind of sticks out or something like that, you miss behind. So in general, I like to divide hair into the head of a client into 3 zones or 3 areas. You have a first zone, which is a nape area and your sideburns area. That would be your zone 1. You'll have a zone 2 that goes from the widest part of the head to where my line is created on the top, right there where I'm starting to blend from, a horseshoe shape. So that would be your zone 2, and then your zone 3 would be the top, or area 3. So now I'm connecting, I'm working on my zone 2 there. As you can see, I blended the hair with my straight edge razor. And now top, I'm going to remove some length, I'm going to keep most of it, and I'm going to simply start from the back. As you can see, I'm going to be taking 1/4 inch sections, maybe to 1/2 inch sections, and I'm going to kind of sculpt them into the back, and I'm going to pull every section in this manner. That way the hair will slightly stay long, in each section the hair will stay longer. I will create a lot of texture, and I will also remove the length as well. On the end, you can style this hair in different ways. I will just style it more into a comb over, but you can also just have it as a pushback the way I'm cutting it right now, with a lot of texture, or or slick, or you can raise it up into a pompadour as you would like. But the way I will kind of make it almost as a smooth comb over with an undercut on both sides. Once the top is done, I'm going to go back now and I'm going to do a little scissor over comb. Make sure that it's nice and refined, clean. As you can notice, I'm only moving my thumb. This is something that I stress a lot when I teach scissor classes. Really, if you want to become a master with your scissors, you have to learn your foundations and you have to stick by them. If you start cutting corners, yes, you will become a good barber, you will become a very good stylist, no doubt, but you will never reach your full potential. Just like in everything else, you have to respect the rules of the, the trade, the tools. Excuse me. You have to respect the rules of the tools. How to properly execute techniques. It makes huge difference. There is your finished result. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. mcbarber.com is my website.